The 1 Hour English Daily
一天一小时英文情境式听力系列，多国口音，让你听得更广，听得更深入，听得更地道。别忘了订阅我们的频道，按赞、分享，并在下方留言打卡，一起互相鼓励，共同进步吧。
What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up?
Around 7 a.m. How about you? Around 7 a.m. How about you?
I wake up at 6 a.m. on weekdays. I wake up at 6 a.m. on weekdays.
That's early. That's early.
Do you drink coffee in the morning? Do you drink coffee in the morning?
Every day. I need it to wake up. Every day. I need it to wake up.
I prefer tea over coffee. I prefer tea over coffee.
Very British of you. Very British of you.
Do you eat breakfast every day? Do you eat breakfast every day?
Yes, I can't start my day without it. Yes, I can't start my day without it.
What's your usual breakfast? What's your usual breakfast?
Toast and eggs, sometimes cereal. Toast and eggs, sometimes cereal.
I love pancakes for breakfast. I love pancakes for breakfast.
That's a classic American breakfast. That's a classic American breakfast.
Do you exercise in the morning? Do you exercise in the morning?
Not really, I prefer evenings. Not really, I prefer evenings.
I go for a run before work. I go for a run before work.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
How long is your workday? How long is your workday?
Usually from 9 to 5. Usually from 9 to 5.
I sometimes work late. I sometimes work late.
That sounds exhausting. That sounds exhausting.
What do you do after work? What do you do after work?
I usually cook dinner and relax. I usually cook dinner and relax.
I like watching TV after dinner. I like watching TV after dinner.
Same. It's the best way to unwind. Same. It's the best way to unwind.
Do you go to bed early? Do you go to bed early?
Not really, I'm a night owl. Not really, I'm a night owl.
I try to sleep before midnight. I try to sleep before midnight.
That's a healthy habit. That's a healthy habit.
Do you check your phone before bed? Do you check your phone before bed?
Yeah, but I know it's a bad habit. Yeah, but I know it's a bad habit.
I try to read a book before bed. I try to read a book before bed.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Do you sleep with the lights on? Do you sleep with the lights on?
No way, I need total darkness. No way, I need total darkness.
I need white noise to fall asleep. I need white noise to fall asleep.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Our routines are pretty different. Our routines are pretty different.
Yeah, but that makes life interesting. Yeah, but that makes life interesting.
What's the most common way to get around in the US? What's the most common way to get around in the US?
Definitely by car. Most people drive. Definitely by car. Most people drive.
Is public transport not very popular? Is public transport not very popular?
It depends on the city. Some have great subways. It depends on the city. Some have great subways.
What about in the UK? What about in the UK?
Public transport is more common. Public transport is more common.
Do most people take the train? Do most people take the train?
Yes, trains and buses are used a lot. Yes, trains and buses are used a lot.
I've heard London has a great subway system. I've heard London has a great subway system.
Yeah, the tube is very convenient. Yeah, the tube is very convenient.
Is it expensive to take public transport there? Is it expensive to take public transport there?
It can be, but there are discount passes. It can be, but there are discount passes.
Do you prefer driving or taking public transport? Do you prefer driving or taking public transport?
I prefer public transport. Less stress. I prefer public transport. Less stress.
What about traveling long distances? What about traveling long distances?
In the UK, trains are the best option. In the UK, trains are the best option.
In the US, people usually fly. In the US, people usually fly.
That makes sense, it's a big country. That makes sense, it's a big country.
Have you ever taken a road trip? Have you ever taken a road trip?
Yes. It's a great way to see new places. Yes. It's a great way to see new places.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do that.
You should. Road trips are so fun. You should. Road trips are so fun.
Do you prefer trains or planes for travel? Do you prefer trains or planes for travel?
Trains. More space and better views. Trains. More space and better views.
Have you ever taken an overnight train? Have you ever taken an overnight train?
Yes, and it was quite an experience. Yes, and it was quite an experience.
Is cycling popular in your city? Is cycling popular in your city?
Yes, lots of people bike to work. Yes, lots of people bike to work.
Do you like biking? Do you like biking?
I love it. It's great exercise. I love it. It's great exercise.
Do you use ride-sharing apps? Do you use ride-sharing apps?
Sometimes, when I'm in a hurry. Sometimes, when I'm in a hurry.
Have you ever missed a flight? Have you ever missed a flight?
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no.
What's your dream travel destination? What's your dream travel destination?
Japan. I'd love to go there. Japan. I'd love to go there.
Let's go on a trip together someday. Let's go on a trip together someday.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
We should start planning soon. We should start planning soon.
Yes. Let's do it. Yes. Let's do it.
Do you care a lot about fashion? Do you care a lot about fashion?
Not really, but I like dressing well. Not really, but I like dressing well.
What's your usual style? What's your usual style?
Casual, but sometimes a bit formal. Casual, but sometimes a bit formal.
Do you prefer jeans or dress pants? Do you prefer jeans or dress pants?
Jeans, for sure. Jeans, for sure.
What about sneakers or dress shoes? What about sneakers or dress shoes?
Sneakers. Comfort is key. Sneakers. Comfort is key.
Do you like shopping for clothes? Do you like shopping for clothes?
Only when I need something new. Only when I need something new.
I enjoy trying on different styles. I enjoy trying on different styles.
That's fun. Fashion is creative. That's fun. Fashion is creative.
Do you follow fashion trends? Do you follow fashion trends?
Not really, I just wear what I like. Not really, I just wear what I like.
What's your favorite clothing brand? What's your favorite clothing brand?
I like simple and classic brands. I like simple and classic brands.
Do you prefer bright colors or neutral tones? Do you prefer bright colors or neutral tones?
Neutral tones, they go with everything. Neutral tones, they go with everything.
I love bold colors in my outfits. I love bold colors in my outfits.
That's cool. It makes you stand out. That's cool. It makes you stand out.
Do you like wearing accessories? Do you like wearing accessories?
Sometimes, but I keep it simple. Sometimes, but I keep it simple.
Do you prefer summer or winter fashion? Do you prefer summer or winter fashion?
Winter. Layers make outfits more stylish. Winter. Layers make outfits more stylish.
I like summer clothes better. I like summer clothes better.
That makes sense. They are more comfortable. That makes sense. They are more comfortable.
Do you like dressing up for special occasions? Do you like dressing up for special occasions?
Yes. It's fun to get fancy sometimes. Yes. It's fun to get fancy sometimes.
Do you wear hats often? Do you wear hats often?
Not really, only in the winter. Not really, only in the winter.
I love wearing hats. I love wearing hats.
That suits your style. That suits your style.
Do you like shopping in stores or online? Do you like shopping in stores or online?
Online. It's more convenient. Online. It's more convenient.
I prefer trying clothes on in stores. I prefer trying clothes on in stores.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Let's go shopping together someday. Let's go shopping together someday.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
I'll help you pick some new outfits. I'll help you pick some new outfits.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Have you noticed how different slang is in the US and the UK? Have you noticed how different slang is in the US and the UK?
Yes. Some words mean totally different things. Yes. Some words mean totally different things.
Like how pants in the US means trousers, but in the UK, it means underwear. Like how pants in the US means trousers, but in the UK, it means underwear.
That one always makes me laugh. That one always makes me laugh.
What's a British slang word that Americans don't use? What's a British slang word that Americans don't use?
Gobsmacked. It means totally shocked. Gobsmacked. It means totally shocked.
That sounds so British. That sounds so British.
It really is. It really is.
You know the slang, lit? You know the slang, lit?
Yeah. It means something is really cool or exciting. Yeah. It means something is really cool or exciting.
In the UK, people say brilliant a lot. In the UK, people say brilliant a lot.
Yeah, in the US we'd probably just say awesome. Yeah, in the US we'd probably just say awesome.
What about cheers? In the US it's just for toasting. What about cheers? In the US it's just for toasting.
In the UK, we also use it to say thank you or bye. In the UK, we also use it to say thank you or bye.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, it confuses Americans sometimes. Yeah, it confuses Americans sometimes.
Do British people really say mate a lot? Do British people really say mate a lot?
Yes. It's like saying dude or buddy. Yes. It's like saying dude or buddy.
What's a funny American slang word? What's a funny American slang word?
Angry, when you're angry because you're hungry. Angry, when you're angry because you're hungry.
Have you heard the slang, no worries? Have you heard the slang, no worries?
Yeah, it's used a lot in Australia too. Yeah, it's used a lot in Australia too.
In the US, people say, no problem, more often. In the US, people say, no problem, more often.
That makes sense, same meaning. That makes sense, same meaning.
Do British people really say, bloody, all the time? Do British people really say, bloody, all the time?
Not as much as TV shows make it seem. Not as much as TV shows make it seem.
What does bloody actually mean? What does bloody actually mean?
It's just an emphasis, like, very, or, really. It's just an emphasis, like, very, or, really.
I always hear British people say, proper. I always hear British people say, proper.
Yes. It means really, or, genuine. Yes. It means really, or, genuine.
Do Americans say, cheeky, a lot? Do Americans say, cheeky, a lot?
Not really, but I know what it means. Not really, but I know what it means.
What about fancy in the UK? What about fancy in the UK?
We use it to mean like, or, want. We use it to mean like, or, want.
So if I say, I fancy a coffee, it means I want one. So if I say, I fancy a coffee, it means I want one.
Exactly. You got it. Exactly. You got it.
Learning slang is so fun. Learning slang is so fun.
Yeah, it helps us understand different cultures. Yeah, it helps us understand different cultures.
We should teach each other more slang. We should teach each other more slang.
Definitely. That would be hilarious. Definitely. That would be hilarious.
How do you usually celebrate your birthday? How do you usually celebrate your birthday?
Like having a small party with close friends. Like having a small party with close friends.
Do you prefer big parties or small gatherings? Do you prefer big parties or small gatherings?
Definitely small gatherings, they feel more personal. Definitely small gatherings, they feel more personal.
Do you have any birthday traditions? Do you have any birthday traditions?
I always eat my favorite cake. I always eat my favorite cake.
What kind of cake do you like? What kind of cake do you like?
Chocolate cake is my favorite. Chocolate cake is my favorite.
Do you like getting surprises? Do you like getting surprises?
Not really, I prefer knowing what to expect. Not really, I prefer knowing what to expect.
You get presents on your birthday? You get presents on your birthday?
Yes, but I enjoy giving gifts more. Yes, but I enjoy giving gifts more.
What's the best birthday gift you've received? What's the best birthday gift you've received?
A trip to Paris. It was amazing. A trip to Paris. It was amazing.
That sounds incredible. That sounds incredible.
It really was. It really was.
How do people in the UK usually celebrate birthdays? How do people in the UK usually celebrate birthdays?
We often go out for dinner with family or friends. We often go out for dinner with family or friends.
That's similar to the US. That's similar to the US.
Yeah, birthdays are a great excuse to eat out. Yeah, birthdays are a great excuse to eat out.
Do you like celebrating anniversaries? Do you like celebrating anniversaries?
Yes. It's a nice way to remember special moments. Yes. It's a nice way to remember special moments.
Do you celebrate your pet's birthday? Do you celebrate your pet's birthday?
Of course. My dog gets a special treat. Of course. My dog gets a special treat.
Do you like birthday decorations? Do you like birthday decorations?
Yes. Balloons make everything festive. Yes. Balloons make everything festive.
Have you ever forgotten a birthday? Have you ever forgotten a birthday?
Yes, and I felt so bad. Yes, and I felt so bad.
What's your ideal way to celebrate? What's your ideal way to celebrate?
A weekend trip somewhere fun. A weekend trip somewhere fun.
Do you like making birthday wishes? Do you like making birthday wishes?
Yes. Even if they don't always come true. Yes. Even if they don't always come true.
Have you ever had a surprise party? Have you ever had a surprise party?
Yes. It was such a fun experience. Yes. It was such a fun experience.
What's the best way to celebrate an anniversary? What's the best way to celebrate an anniversary?
A nice dinner and a thoughtful gift. A nice dinner and a thoughtful gift.
Do you like writing birthday cards? Do you like writing birthday cards?
Yes. A handwritten message is more special. Yes. A handwritten message is more special.
Let's celebrate our birthdays together next time. Let's celebrate our birthdays together next time.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
如果这部影片有帮助到您，欢迎按赞、分享、订阅、留言，来帮助更多的人。最后记得开启小铃铛，让我们一起共同学习与成长吧。